Ever found yourself questioning reality? Ever experienced something so bizarre it seems like a glitch in the very fabric of our existence? Welcome to the concept of the glitch in the Matrix. This term, born out of the iconic film The Matrix, refers to those peculiar, unexplainable moments that force us to question our perception of the world. They are the instances that defy logic and reason, the experiences that make you feel as though you've stepped into an alternate universe where the ordinary rules of reality no longer apply. They are the stories that sound so surreal they might as well be fiction, but these aren't tales from a sci-fi novel. These are real experiences shared by everyday people just like you and me. Now, hold on to your seats as we delve into 6 spine-chilling accounts of these glitches. Imagine seeing yourself not in a mirror, but in flesh and blood. That's exactly what happened in our first story. Let's dive into this peculiar tale. One day our protagonist was going about their usual routine, nothing out of the ordinary. Suddenly something caught their eye. There, across the street, was a figure that looked oddly familiar. As the figure drew closer, their heart pounded in their chest. It was like looking into a mirror, but this reflection had a life of its own. They stood frozen, their eyes locked onto this doppelganger. Every feature, every detail was an uncanny match. The same hair, the same eyes, the same peculiar scar on the left cheek. It was as if they were staring at a perfect clone, a replica of themselves. The air grew heavy. The world around them seemed to blur as they focused on this surreal encounter. It was eerie, unsettling. Their mind raced to make sense of this reality-defying experience. Was it a hallucination? A trick of the light, or perhaps a glitch in the Matrix? Yet, the doppelganger was as real as they were. They moved, they breathed, they even mirrored the shock on our protagonist's face. The doppelganger seemed just as surprised, just as shaken by this peculiar encounter. This wasn't a mere reflection, it was a living, breathing duplicate. Our protagonist tried to approach, to reach out, to communicate, but as they stepped forward, the doppelganger stepped back, mirroring their actions with an uncanny precision. It was like a dance, a bizarre ballet of 2 identical beings moving in sync. Then, as abruptly as they had appeared, the doppelganger vanished. One moment they were there, the next they were gone, leaving our protagonist in a state of shock and disbelief. They were left with more questions than answers, their reality shaken to its core. In the end, they could only wonder, ponder about the nature of their encounter. Was it a glitch in the fabric of reality? A peek into a parallel universe? Or perhaps a manifestation of their subconscious? The truth, it seems, is as elusive as the doppelganger itself. A chilling encounter that truly puts a spin on seeing double. Wouldn't you agree? Ever felt like you're stuck in a time loop? Our next story might just resonate with you. So imagine you're going about your daily routine when suddenly something all too familiar happens. It's your friend's birthday and you're on your way to drop off a gift. You've made this trip countless times before, but today something feels different. As you approach the house, you notice the same old lady watering her garden next door, the same kids playing in the street, and even the same stray cat crossing your path. It all seems too familiar, like a scene from a movie you've watched over and over again. You brush it off as mere coincidence, but as you continue your journey, the feeling of deja vu intensifies. The same events keep happening in the exact same sequence. The old lady, the playing children, the stray cat. It's as if you're stuck in a time loop, experiencing the same moments repeatedly. At first, it's just bewildering. But soon, bewilderment turns into confusion and then into fear. You try to convince yourself that it's just your mind playing tricks on you. But the recurring sequence of events, the eerily familiar faces, the same conversations, they all make you question the reality you're living in. You start to wonder if you're stuck in a glitch, a time loop glitch. You desperately try to break the cycle, change the sequence of events, do something, anything different. But no matter what you do, the loop continues. You find yourself questioning everything, your sanity, your perception of reality, even your very existence. The fear of being stuck in this loop forever starts to creep in. The thought of experiencing the same series of events for the rest of your life is terrifying. And then, just as suddenly as it started, the loop breaks. The old lady is no longer watering her garden. The kids have moved on to a new game, and the stray cat is nowhere to be seen. You're back in your normal reality, but the experience has left you shaken. The fear and confusion may have subsided, but the questions remain. Was it real, or was it just a glitch? A time loop, a terrifying glitch that makes you question everything. Have you ever lost something only to find it in the exact place you've already looked? Our next story takes this phenomenon to a whole new level. Let's dive into an eerie tale of an object that seemed to have its own mind, defying the laws of reality. Imagine for a second a perfectly ordinary day. You're going about your routine, and suddenly you can't find your car keys. You look everywhere, turning the house upside down, but they are nowhere to be found. You're certain you left them on the kitchen table, right next to the coffee pot, but they vanished into thin air. Then, out of sheer desperation, you check the kitchen table again, and there they are, sitting right next to the coffee pot, exactly where you were certain you'd left them. But you had checked that spot at least 3 times already. How could this be? You're baffled, surprised, and a little bit unnerved. This isn't a one-time incident. This starts happening with more frequency and with different objects. Your glasses, your phone, your favorite books, all playing a game of hide and seek with you. They disappear from their usual spots and reappear in the same places after a while. It's as if these objects have a will of their own, choosing when to appear and disappear. The strangest part, it happens when you're alone. You live alone and no one else has access to your home. There's no possibility of a prankster playing tricks on you. Your mind races with possibilities. Are you simply forgetful, or is there something more at play here? You try to rationalize it, come up with logical explanations. Perhaps it's just a trick of the mind, a cognitive glitch, but the frequency and the specificity of the occurrences make it hard to brush off as mere forgetfulness. It feels like you're stuck in a real-life glitch in the matrix, where the ordinary laws of physics and reality don't seem to apply. The mystery continues to this day. The vanishing and reappearing objects have become a part of your everyday life. You've tried to catch the glitch in action, but it's always a step ahead, maintaining its enigmatic existence. An object that played hide and seek with reality, a true glitch in the matrix. What if you received a text message that seems to have come from the future? Prepare to be spooked by our next story. Imagine this. You're sitting at home scrolling through your social media feed when your phone buzzes. It's a text message. You open it and it's from a friend, but the content of the message leaves you puzzled. It's about an event that hasn't occurred yet. You shake your head, thinking it must be a prank, You text back asking for clarification, but your friend is just as confused as you are. They insist they never sent such a message. Days pass and you forget about the strange incident until one day the event mentioned in the phantom text happens. Just as it was described in the message. You're left speechless, your heart pounding in your chest, your mind races, trying to make sense of what just happened. Was it a prediction, a coincidence, or a message from the future? You reach out to your friend again, showing them the text message. They're just as shocked as you are. They swear they never sent that message. They didn't even know about the event until it actually happened. You're left with a mystery that seems unsolvable. You ponder over it for days, weeks, even months. You try to rationalize it, to find a logical explanation. But nothing seems to fit. The phantom text message becomes a part of your life, a story you tell at parties or family gatherings. Some people laugh it off as a joke. Some believe you wholeheartedly, while others are skeptical, raising their eyebrows in disbelief. But no one can provide an explanation that satisfies you. As time goes on, you start to question the reality you live in. Could there be glitches in the matrix of our world, allowing for such inexplicable events to occur? Could this phantom text message be one of those glitches? You continue your life, but with a new perspective. Every unexpected event, every coincidence makes you think back to the phantom text message. It's a constant reminder of the mystery that still lingers in your life. A message from the future or a glitch in the matrix? You decide. Our next story deals with an unseen presence, an invisible friend, or a glitch in the matrix. Let's delve into this peculiar tale. Picture this. You're at home minding your own business when suddenly you feel an unexpected presence. You sense someone else in the room, even though you're certain you're alone. You feel the sensation of being watched, and you can't shake off the feeling. It's not threatening, but it's there, a tangible presence that you can't see. This presence seems to have a personality, an identity even. It's as if a friend dropped by to visit, but you can't see them, you can't touch them, yet you can feel them. Their presence is always there in the corner of your eye, just out of sight. You try to rationalize it, to explain it away, but nothing seems to fit. It's not a ghost or anything supernatural. It's an unseen friend, an invisible companion that's just there. You start to notice patterns. The presence seems to react to certain things. It has a preference for certain rooms, for certain times of the day. You feel it more strongly when you're alone, when the house is quiet. Despite the eerie sensation, you slowly grow accustomed to it. It becomes a part of your daily routine, a constant companion that you can't see but can always feel. And then one day it's gone. Just as abruptly as it appeared, it disappears. The house feels empty, devoid of the unseen friend that had been a constant presence. You're left wondering, was it all just a figment of your imagination? Or was it a glitch in the matrix, a sign that our reality isn't as solid as we believe it to be? This story, like many others, doesn't have a clear answer. It leaves us with more questions than answers. It challenges our perception of reality, makes us question what we know to be true. It's a reminder that there's so much we don't understand, so much we can't explain. An unseen friend, a chilling reminder that we may not always trust what we see. Imagine entering a town bustling with life, only to find it deserted when you turn around. Our final story takes us to such a ghost town. It started as an ordinary day. Our protagonist, let's call him Sam, was on a road trip exploring quaint little towns off the beaten path. One such town caught his eye. It was lively with people strolling around, children playing in the park, and the local diner filled with laughter and chatter. Sam decided to grab a bite at the diner. As he stepped inside, he found himself surrounded by the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the sound of silverware clinking against plates. He chatted with the friendly waitress, enjoyed his meal, and decided to take a walk around the town before getting back on the road. After a leisurely stroll, he turned back towards the diner to retrieve his car. But as he turned the corner, he was met with an eerie silence. The once bustling town was now deserted. The children who had been playing in the park were gone, the laughter from the diner had ceased, and even the cars that were once parked along the street had vanished. Confused and a little frightened, Sam rushed back to the diner only to find it empty. The once warm and welcoming place now felt cold and abandoned. He called out, but his voice echoed in the empty building. He checked his watch. Only 20 minutes had passed since he left the diner. Frantically, he ran through the town, searching for any signs of life, but found none. It was as if the town had turned into a ghost town in the blink of an eye. He quickly got into his car and drove away, leaving the ghost town behind. Sam later tried to find the town on a map, but there was no trace of it. He even drove back the same route a few days later, but the town was nowhere to be found, as if it had never existed. This experience left Sam questioning his sanity. Was it a hallucination, a dream, or was it a glitch in the Matrix? A once lively town that turned into a ghost town in an instant. A place that disappeared off the face of the earth as quickly as it appeared. A ghost town that came and went. A glitch that leaves more questions than answers. 6 stories, 6 glitches that challenge our perception of reality. We've journeyed through tales of doppelgangers, time loops, vanishing objects, phantom texts, unseen friends, and ghost towns. Each one a ripple in the fabric of what we understand as the norm. What do you make of these stories? Do you have your own glitch to share? We're eager to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's unravel these mysteries together. If you've enjoyed this exploration of the bizarre, show us some love by hitting that like button. And if you're new here or haven't yet subscribed, consider joining the Weird Reddit 111 community. We're on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers, and your support can make all the difference. Thank you for joining us in this journey through the Matrix. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and who knows, you might just spot a glitch yourself.